Hey all, Steve from GuitarNiche here. Got a lovely PVJF1EX jazz box semi-hollow center block unit on the bench here, and a couple things going on with it, but this is what we're going to deal with. It was intermittent, and I'm going to take it out, and the switch, I'm going to take it out and have a look at it and clean it, because if I let this go and this is still faulty, yeah, I can spray something down in there, but chances are it'll probably come back in short order. So I'm going to take this out and have a look at it. I've already inspected it with my mirror here, and it's a box style switch, so you'll see how it's actually quite easy to take them apart. Okay, be right back. First things first, we're going to have to get it out. I already looked at it with the inspection mirror. It is a box type switch. But before we try to take that out, the only way I have access to it is through here, which means we have to go fishing. Let me see if I got this right here. Good, there we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a little length of string here, tie a little retaining knot on that, okay? Why? Because it's got to come back up somehow. We'll fish it out one way or another. Put a little pressure on that. And this should come apart fairly easily. There we go. Beauty. Okay, so hopefully we don't have to extract anything here to fish that through. Okay, my fish hook, as they call it. Okay, and I'm gonna get in there and grab onto that. See if I can get that switch to where I can work on it. Beauty. All right, perfect. Just like that. We want to make sure that that doesn't go flying anywhere. So that's important. A couple washers and stuff. Just taking stock of what's already here. We want to make sure that that goes back in place. And as a countermeasure here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of tape around this collar, just to keep those washers from riding up the string, getting bound up unintentionally, you know, as we work away. Okay, so that's good, that's good. We've got, oh yeah, we got a good amount of relief in play here. So, what are we gonna find inside? Well, let's see here. I'm going to take my side cutters here, not to cut anything, but to get a good grip on the ears of the top of the switch, just to get them started. Solder looks like it's in good shape, which is great. Okay, so that's that. And then I'll just bend these out of the way fully, or at least to the point where I can release the plate. Not too bad. Okay. And see if I can pull this up, and we'll expose what's going on inside. Well, pretty straightforward affair. Let's see if I can put a little light in that and give you a better shot. Okay, it's all plastic stuff internally. It's just, you know, the switch itself is just cammed and rides through a couple notches. Really, you know, rudimentary architecture. But this is our culprit right here. These tensioned ears. Oh, I still got some juice going on there. Here, I'll turn that off. Anyway, These can be really fussy and delicate. I'm not going to interfere with the tension on those because they look like they're pretty good. But what I have here is a piece of 600 or so sandpaper, just a strip folded back on itself. So it started off maybe 1/2 inch wide, and then I just, you know, folded it over. And I'm going to take this and just get it in there, and it's stiff enough to get inside the contact. And just back and forth a little bit. Maybe flip that over. Just going to do the other side here. I do not want to, I want to, let me say this, I want to maintain that original tension on the blades as much as possible. So I'm not going to push them aside with my fingers or anything like that. That's very important, okay, because you can just destroy the switch action, and then you have a whole new problem because you destroyed the contact points. Okay, a little back and forth. Bob's your uncle, as they say. Anyway, so that's it. I don't have any what is it, lithium grease at the moment, so I gotta, you know, I gotta use what I gotta use, which is just faith. Anyway, so this will go back pretty straightforward. Okay, so I'm putting that back together, and I'm also being careful not to disturb the solder connections too much, because they can, if you wiggle the wires back and forth too many times, you know what happens. So bang, it's done. Oops. And next thing you know, you got to break out the soldering iron and fix a problem you unintentionally created. I got my channel locks here. All this is going to do is just give me way better purchase on the crimping the ears back. Get that wire out of the way. Come on. There we go. Super duper. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, and I'm using like super light pressure because, like anything metal, these things they're not like Tiffany quality or whatever you want to call it, and they will come up, like the ears can snap off if you're too aggressive. So we want to keep things as intact as possible. That's good. Just enough to hold it back together, because it's with the 4 ears on it, it's not going anywhere. And we'll get that last one. There we go. Good. Get that out of the way. Inspect. All good to go. All good to go. And before I commit to pulling that back through, it's just actually quite a bit quieter. So the click and scratch is gone out of it, or reduced anyway. But now I will get this bad boy back in place. Okay, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, fishing with guitars. It's all good, eh? Come on. Now this is the fun part, because it's going to be at an angle. Well, in hindsight, I should have used my shrink tubing as an alternative to that less than fun time of trying to fish this thing back through. It did obviously come back up, but that was no fun. Problem was, because the string was on the side of the switch shaft, anyway, it just was never going to come through that hole clean. Better off to have something that goes directly over the top and comes straight up through the port when it comes time to reinstall it. Anyway, enough about my problems. Now the challenge is, for one, making sure it works. Okay, so we got to come around this way. Oh, that's right. Beauty. Beauty, that's great. Okay, so now that this is secured, what I'll do is just get that back off of there. I mean, I love the string, but it's got to be, actually, as an aside, use strong string, because the last thing you want to do is try doing all this and then the string breaks halfway through the process. That, I can guarantee you, is no fun. Anyway, I'm just gonna take the next couple of minutes and tighten this up, and we should be good to go on with the show. Okay, anyway, thanks again. Thanks for coming out. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.